Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Pamela. We are the Starlight Stitchery. Welcome to our episode.
Mm-hmm. You can see people walking behind us because
Yeah.
there's nothing on the walls, as you can kind of see if you look behind my head, because we've been switching out the Christmas and holiday and winter stuff for spring, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, all that stuff. So
Yep, we're in the process of that. So it's just the racks are a little naked over there right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so still don't have very much new stuff in this
No.
week. I'm guessing again it's because everybody's working up to the Nashville releases and
which we do have on our website, like the stuff that comes out, we will list it as soon as it's out. We've got one item at the moment that you can pre-order, but just keep an eye on it and obviously follow us on social media and you'll see the other ones as they get released.
Yep.
So you can pre-order them, that way we know how many to buy, and we will bring those back from Nashville.
Yep, we'll make sure that you get your copies. And we're happy to combine shipping too, so if something comes out and you order it and then something else comes out and you want that too, we'll put them together.
Yeah, we'll just either waive the shipping or figure something else out, so don't worry about it.
However much of the shipping on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're happy to do that. But yeah, we're getting ready for Nashville. Looking forward to about a month and a half now.
Yep.
From now. And so yeah, looking forward to it. Be good to see all the designers and stuff again, other shop owners.
Yeah. And we'll also be teaching a class there, so if you're going,
yeah,
if you're a shop that's going, we'll be teaching a class on basically social media photography, so like product photography and stuff like that, to basically how to do it like on just your phone or something, and how to make things look nice and staged to sell your product.
Yeah, just using stuff that you should probably have hanging around your shop or your house.
Yeah. And without,
like, you don't need, like,
you really don't need that much.
you don't need that much. You don't need a big camera rig. There are some other things that you can have to make it a little easier to take the pictures and make them look better, but like most of the pictures we take are just with our iPhones, and
Yeah.
it comes out great because we know little tricks. So we're gonna teach you the tricks.
And like how to use Instagram filters, or even like the filters on, or the settings and stuff like that on your phone or your laptop. Although, now that I think of it, ours is very like Mac centric, so we may have to do a little bit more research into using Android phones, because I just haven't used an Android phone in years.
I haven't much Apple stuff.
But yeah, we're
yeah.
those people.
But if you are a shop owner and you're going to be at Nashville and you're interested in it, if you go to the Nashville Needlework page on Needlework Retailers
We'll link it down below.
we'll link it down below. You'll have a link there where you can go and purchase a ticket.
Yeah.
It's $15 for a 45-minute class, and we'll show you how to do things and let you play with it and do that kind of stuff.
Like, it's basically like some of the classes I taught when I was doing more library stuff. So,
yep. Use your iPhone photography skills for fun and profit. But in terms of new stuff,
we can finally talk about this one because it's released now. It's Tiny Modernist Easter Wishes. It's the first in the series. There's going to be 2 more coming out on the 15th of each month. So February 15th and March 15th will be the next 2.
it's a cute little Easter sampler that you can either stitch
As a whole thing
as
or
a whole
as a
thing
drum.
or a drum. So you've got both. Basically, it's charted for however you want to do it. And that one's really cute. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I like the colors that she's used in that one.
And we also have Blossom House, which I think we might have talked about this already.
I think we talked about this one.
It's from Little Stitch Girl. We've got a couple of her other designs as well. Pamela is actually working on
That's
this
my current
one.
whip. I haven't finished any of my other stuff, but I decided that we needed to do this one at the shop, so I pulled out a piece of, it's R&R's Winter's Brew linen that I had in my stash, and stitching on it with the called for colors there. And the color palette's really pretty in that one too. Let me,
It's nice pastel shades.
yeah. It's like pretty pinks and blues and greens, and I like the sort of grays and browns that they have to ground everything. But yeah, I'm excited to stitch on that one. Although I just had to rip out a whole bunch of it because I realized I had gone like half a stitch too far on one stitch in a row. And then I was pulling it down across. I'm like, this isn't right. This isn't lining up. It's like half a stitch. Where is the wrong stitch? It's like, ugh.
Yeah. We'll jump into my whip in a second because we also have some new fabric, pre-cut fabrics in. There's a 28 count linen. Oop, there's a dog outside. 28 count linen in Venetian stone. So it's this nice kind of brown grayish shade.
Yeah, it's a nice warm gray, warm
Yeah.
dark gray. That one's pretty.
We also have in both 28 count, is it Cashel or Cashel?
Cashel.
Tell me what it is.
I think it's Cashel.
Because I genuinely don't know. I've only ever seen it written.
Yeah.
So we have it in both a 28 count Cashel and a 32 count Belfast. There's it's a raw Zweigart linen. So there's, I mean, it's the same shade. We also have a linen in 28 and 32 count called Graceful Gray. And you can kind of see there's a little tiny bit of difference. This one's a little bit more like yellow. I'm not sure if that is showing up on screen. And this one's a little more blue. So it's just, dyes take to different types of fabrics differently. And so you may get different colors out of the dyes. Like
Or even in, like, it's the same color but different dye lots. You'll have slight variations.
Yeah,
so.
like there's we don't have it anymore because it's sold out because it was a really popular color. This Caribbean blue shade from Wichelt. The Ada version was this kind of sky blue color, almost like a turquoise. And then the other shades were more...
Like on linen, it was like a darker...
Yeah,
more
so it was
teal
just
kind of
completely
blue.
different, but they're all the
Yeah.
same dye lot.
And I've had that happen too, dyeing stuff
Yeah,
at home.
when
If I
I've
put it
hand-dyed.
on linen, it looks the way it's supposed to. I put it on Ada, and it comes out sort of like a lavender dove gray. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is supposed to be a dark gray. What happened?
Yeah, so,
But yeah, so
fun.
that's that. That's our new stuff. Amanda's whip.
My whip, I'm still working on Goat Load by Plum Street. You can see I've got the hill. I need to finish the hill and then the next little goat up here. I just want to start with this guy and kind of work my way out. So then I do that and then the border around it. And this is on 36 count, picture this plus. It's called Wren, like W-R-E-N, like the bird. It's really nice. I got it from Eat Cords and Threads, so hi guys. And I actually split it in half because I realized like this actually would fit on just half of it. So I'm like, I can consign some of my fabric there. So yeah, I've got other whips that I don't have with me. That was just one I brought with me.
Yeah, I've got a bunch too. I always have a bunch.
I've also been working on a lot of crochet stuff, which I could probably insert some photos here. I was doing some dice bags / trays for my D group, which she's a part of. And they're basically just like a bag that you can open up and you can roll your dice in, and it kind of is this little circle tray
little
kind of
flat
thing.
tray, yeah.
Yeah. I'll also link the pattern for it in case you're curious. There's some loud folks.
Some very
behind
loud
us.
people walking by. Hi guys.
We usually don't do this way, but we figured it was a little bit more visually interesting than our bare wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll link to the pattern down below. I actually start selling them because her pattern or her policy on their page does say you can sell items based on her patterns. Just, credit her with the pattern. But if you want to make some yourself, I'm happy to share that. So I've been working on that and also working on some little hats to donate to hospitals. I just have a lot of yarn that I want to get rid of. So I looked up some like baby sized like beanie hats, like the little knit hats, even though it's crochet, whatever. In like the regular baby size, preemie, and then like micro preemie size, which is basically like the palm of my hand. That's how small the hat came out. They're really tiny, and I may have cried a bit when I was stitched. Like I finished and I was like, "Oh my god, like it's so small." Like her daughter was, I don't know what she would have been. She wasn't technically by age. She
wasn't a preemie, but she was low birth weight.
Yeah,
and so she weighed 4 pounds 2 ounces when
she was
born
very tiny.
At 38 weeks, excuse me. And so yeah, they had to hunt around to find a hat that would fit on her little head in the little NICU at the hospital here. But she's a little knit hat that was super cute.
Yeah,
wore it for a while, and now I pull it out and look at them like, it's so small. Was she this tiny ever? But yeah. And it's good too because they're always, they give the hats to the babies whenever the babies leave. They're not gonna take them back, so they always need new stuff. Most hospitals do.
I was going to do the one for American Heart Association, but I missed the cutoff date because I, for some reason, thought it was next month and just thought I had more time and missed it. But if you're ever curious, I'll link more information for that down below too. We basically make little red hats. It's called Little Hats, Big Hearts. So it's hats for babies born with heart conditions, and you donate them to your local American Heart Association organization. So like ours is up in Portland. But yeah, I only did 3 last year because again, time management is not my best skill. So I guess I can just make some other, just use up the yarn that I do have and just make some little bitty hats for babies and donate them to like whatever the hospitals are around
local
here.
Hospitals.
Yeah.
I need to look into that. Actually, I want to look into and see if they have a baby cuddling volunteer program. Because I'm not having any more babies. I'm done. But sometimes I'm just like, I just want to hold a baby.
Yeah. I think the list is probably very long.
Probably. It's like, get me on that wait list so I can hold some babies.
But yeah. I also want to look into the patterns for those little octopus things, because like the you make these little like curly Q kind of tentacles, and it's something the infants can.
Yeah, preemies.
It's like holding onto the umbilical cord. Also, I'll link that below. And it's just like a comfort object for little babies
for
who are
preemies.
in incubators and stuff like that.
Yep.
Babies. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of baby feelings.
But no more babies for me. So.
I'm not financially stable enough to have a child, so I'm not going to do that. But I love babies. So there's also another announcement we have. I went to, we're part of the Downtown Association for Corvallis, and I met with somebody who works for the Art Center here in Corvallis, and they're having an event where it's called the Community Open. We've got information on there, and they've got a page that I can link as well with more information. And it's basically anybody who lives in Lynn or Benton County. So we're in Benton County here.
In Oregon.
Yeah, in Oregon.
Just in case you forgot.
In case you forgot. And it's like any age, they'll accept artwork and any type of art. They don't really she said that they don't get much in the way of like embroidery or any other needle arts. So if you have an object, they just want one original piece per artist. I think they will also take photos, but she said that they would rather get the actual objects to show because, it's just a little bit more visually interesting to have the physical object there. And then they have some awards and they'll display your art and all that stuff. The day to drop it off is Saturday, February 15th between 12 and 4. And that's the only day to do it. There's a member one, but obviously if you're not a member, it's going to be a little different. Yeah.
But if you were...
There are some size and weight restrictions, it says, but I'm just going to link it down below so you can look more into it.
I'm guessing if you have an embroidery piece that you want to put there, it's not going to head up against the size.
Yeah, and it's also about like sculptures and that kind of thing. Like they can't be massive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yep, so if you're local, that's something to look into.
Yeah.
Because
we'll also link it on our Facebook page since we've got more local people that follow us on there.
But yeah, that's about it.
That's about it for now.
I want to go home and take a nap. I don't know why I slept fine last night. The kid didn't wake me up to put chapstick on me until about 8 this morning, so that was good. Wake up with like a small face and a little chapstick tube coming right at you, like, ah!
She's 3.
She's 3. She the morning before she woke me up by blowing in my face, so I prefer the chapstick, frankly. But yeah, so have a good week. Tell us what you're stitching about in the comments down below or on our Facebook or Instagram. Hopefully we'll have new stuff next time, but we'll see. Again, there's just not a whole lot of new releases right now, stuff that we carry in the shop, so it's just kind of like, oh, we're getting some fabric in, or we're getting a restock on our Gentle Art.
Yeah, we're
Dyeworks
restocking some items at the moment. And just keep an eye out on our page for stuff that we're adding, because obviously still adding stuff because we keep finding more of it.
Yep. And then the Nashville stuff, just keep an eye on it, and we should be able to get any exclusive at Nashville. So even if it's something that you've seen that we don't have on our page,
just let us know.
Let us know, because we want to know. We're getting the emails about all of them, but sometimes things slip into our spam filter, and it happens. So just let us know, and we'll be happy to get it pre-ordered for you. But thanks for watching.
Bye.